I feel so festive right now. Hello Miniclets and welcome back to my channel. Today is another story time video for you guys. I did do one video and it is about my stalker. Yep. You guys heard me right, my stalker. If you haven't seen that video, I'll link it down below, but you guys seem to like it. I thought I would come to you guys with another story time video, and I'm super excited to share it with you. This video, as you guys can tell by the title, is about my horror vacation that I went on when I was 18 years old, turning 19 though, and I went with a friend at the time, and I think it's a really funny story to share because so many unfortunate events happened on that vacation. It's crazy. I've never had so many things happen during a span of 1 week. When I was 18, I went with my friend at the time to Cuba, and I've been to Cuba before and I love Cuba, but this vacation, just a lot of things went wrong. Regardless of a lot of things going wrong though, I do have to say I still enjoyed the vacation because it's a vacation. You can bring me anywhere and I will still try to make the best of situations when I'm on vacation because I love traveling. It is my favorite thing in the world. We went for 1 week and it was actually near Canada's Day, and if you guys don't know Canada Day, it's on July 1st. Right when we arrived the first day, we just laid at the beach and we were just laying down, kind of getting some sun and going into the water, and it was such a nice relaxing day. And the next day we woke up and my friend just feels really weird. Her face is just not feeling right, she says. She looks at me and she's like, why does my face feel like it's puffed up? And I look at her and I'm like, oh my god, but I didn't want her to freak out, so I pretty much was like, what? It looks fine. It just looks like you're not wearing makeup. She's just like, oh my gosh. So she gets up from her bed and then she runs into the bathroom and then she looks in the bathroom and screams when she sees her face. And it reminded me of a movie. It reminded me of the movie Hitch. And she screamed, her face puffed up and her eyes went in, and she just looked like her face, just everything, it just looked like it's all swollen, and she was super burnt because she has really fair skin, so she was out there for way too long. She didn't know that her skin burns fairly easily. She never tans normally, so she has really fair skin and she burnt like a lobster and her face just swelled up and she's freaking out, and I'm trying to calm her down and say, oh, it's not that bad, you look fine, it's okay, you're okay. That day she actually went to go to the nurse in Cuba and they told her that she may be like allergic to the sun, so she had to get a needle to help with the swelling. The next like few days it was still puffed and she was really red like a lobster, but that obviously is going to take time to go down, so it did help a bit with the swelling, but she wore like sunglasses the whole vacation because she didn't want to show her face because it like her face was so swollen and her eyes like went in, so her eyes looked smaller than what they normally look like. She normally has like the size of my shaped eyes, but it like went in. And the creepy thing is every time we saw a crow or a black cat, something always happens. So before that happened to her, we saw a black crow, and then the next thing with me is I got super dehydrated, I guess, and I felt so nauseous. So I was drinking that emergency C and putting that inside of my drink and drinking that. So one night I had to stay in because of that. Then the next day we saw a crow again, and then one night we went out in Cuba. We decided to go out. We met some people that were at our resort, so we all went out at night and dance lounge, and a lot of tourists go there, and pretty much my camera got stolen, and I was so upset because at this point was when the vacation was like already over halfway done, and I had all our memories on there, so that kind of just like really ruined my trip. And I tried to be like, it's okay, but my camera was stolen out of my clutch, so that happened. And then we saw a black cat, and then that night my friend got sick from the food and she ended up getting food poisoning. And then the last thing was the night before we saw a cat again, and I was going up the stairs and I tripped on it and hurt my knee so badly and cut it. Those were all the unfortunate events that happened during my vacation. It was quite crazy how every time we saw a black crow or we saw a black cat, something bad would happen. And it's so crazy how many unfortunate events happened during just that 1 week. But it was actually such a good vacation in the end though. It was our first vacation not going with my parents, so it was a really fun experience. But it was just unfortunate that a lot of those things happened because when my friend's face blew up, she didn't really want to go out and show herself, and then when I got my camera stolen, I was kind of upset. But in the same time, we still had so much fun and we still considered it a good trip in the end because we're traveling together and you can't have a bad time when you're traveling with your friends. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you guys want more storytime videos by thumbsing this video up once again, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!